वाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धोभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा everybody, very happy to be with all of you. Can we have some quick recap of last session? पिछली बार हमने जो है कुछ anything that you remember? कछुए की तरह बनो। नॉर्मली हम लोग बोलते हैं कछुए की तरह मत बनो, बट इस बार भगवत गीता लॉर्ड कृष्णा इज टेलिंग बी लाइक द टर्टल, बी लाइक द टॉर्टोइज। व्हाई लाइक द टॉर्टोइज? यस, वेरी गुड, very good. So when the turtle is attacked, the turtle withdraws itself. So similarly, when you are going out of the temple, you withdraw. When you're getting into the temple, get out completely and absorb every single spiritual vibration with your eyes, with your nose, with your tongue, with your skin, with your ears, with everything. Very good. Amazing answer. Turtle, that was a good point. Anyone else? Or kuch? We learned last time. Let's give some chance to others also. Anybody else? कुछ भी याद है आप लोगों को? Anything that you remember? Huh? Sthita prajna. We were discussing about this concept of sthita prajna. Exactly. And we all realized, initially हमने discuss किया था कि we are precisely not sthita prajna. जहां बोलना होता है वहां नहीं बोलते, और जहां शांत बैठना होता है वहां बोल देते हैं. We do exactly the opposite. And we are exactly the opposite of sthita prajna. We saw that. And so we have to become sthita prajna. Okay, very good. That's a very interesting theme. That is the whole theme of the second chapter, second part. Then what else? Anything else? और कुछ याद है? हाँ, self realized. Okay, स्थित प्रज्ञा is consistently self realized. Very good. It's नहीं कि उठा के एक बार जीत गया, दो बार जीत गया. No, he is consistently self realized person. That's a स्थित प्रज्ञा. Yes. इसने बताया होगा. इसने मुझे बताया. वो डक एंड कवर हो गया. टर्टल का डक एंड कवर ही है ना. टर्टल का हो गया. But at least that terminology all the children remember. Duck and cover. एक एक को पूछ रहा था duck and cover. So we have to cover from Maya and take shelter. Very good. Very good. और कुछ? One last point. Okay. Yes, Gita teaches us much more than what is beyond the four Vedas. Gita teaches you to go beyond the four Vedas, because the four Vedas teach mostly the subject matter of this material world. But Gita teaches us how to go beyond that. Nistraigunyo bhavarjuna. All right. So here we are at the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Right? So can we begin? Okay, let's begin. Initially, Krishna spoke about Buddhi Yoga. So this concept of Buddhi Yoga, matlab, what is the meaning of Buddhi Yoga? Take action. Yes. What is Buddhi Yoga? I think he deserves an applause. Amazing. Hari Bol. You are really very sharp. Very good. So याद भी है आंसर. Do you revise or something like that? हाँ, एक बार सुना याद रहता है. फिर हाँ, मार्क्स छोड़ो यार. मार्क्स क्या फर्क पड़ता है? यू आर रिमेम्बरिंग द पॉइंट्स. जो मैटर करते हो वो काफी अच्छे से रिमेम्बर करते हो. वेरी गुड, वेरी नाइस. सो बुद्धि योगा मीन्स वी डू द भक्ति, द चैंटिंग, द लिसनिंग, द हियरिंग एक्सेट्रा. नविदा भक्ति, उसके साथ वी डू आवर प्रिस्क्राइब ड्यूटीज ऑल्सो, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड एज बुद्धि योग. सो बुद्धि योग इज ऑल अबाउट टेकिंग एक्शन. एक्शन लो, दैट इज बुद्धि योग. ठीक है. बट अर्जुन एट द सेम टाइम हर्ड अबाउट दिस स्थित प्रज्ञा. स्थित प्रज्ञा मतलब हाँ, ऐसे रहता है कि व्यक्ति बैठ गया. स्थित प्रज्ञा, आराम से Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Cool, ekdam relaxed. And that is what is the concept of Sthita Prajna. Sthita Prajna, who sits down in one place, calm, cool, and collected. So now after this, Arjuna becomes confused. Krishna, wait a minute. Please tell me clearly, I am confused. Should I perform action or should I just sit quietly and do meditation? Kya karna chahiye? Like there was one student who attends my Gita classes. He told his mother that, Mama, henceforth I will not study, I will only chant Hare Krishna. मैं सिर्फ हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र चैंटिंग करूंगा, कृष्णा विल टेक केयर ऑफ एवरीथिंग, भगवान सब देख लेंगे. हाउ इज दिस आइडिया? बेटे को तो आइडिया बहुत बढ़िया लगा. मदर इज डैम फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, शी इज फ्यूमिंग विद एंगर कि प्रभु जी क्या समझा दिया, क्या बिगाड़ दिया मेरे बच्चे को. व्हाट विल यू आंसर सच अ पर्सन हु टेल्स दैट आई विल जस्ट चैंट हरे कृष्णा एंड लेट कृष्णा डू द एक्टिविटी? यस, कृष्णा को सब करने दो, I don't need to study. And that's what Arjuna is precisely telling Krishna. Arjun भी वही चीज बोल रहे कृष्ण को. So I just told that mother, please attend today's Forest County तीसरे चैप्टर का प्रोग्राम. So what will you answer? Normally ऐसे बोलता है बच्चा कि सिर्फ चैंटिंग करूंगा, कृष्णा will take care of everything. And studies वो नहीं करेंगे. What will you tell? Yes. You have to work hard and then only God will take. Okay, so her philosophy is God helps them, those who help themselves. Okay, nice. Anybody else has some good advice for this boy?
We should take the action, but we should not respond to the result of it. So the result being bad or good.
Okay.
We should be taking action all the time.
Okay. No matter what is the result, we have to keep endeavoring for the action. Keep doing the action. Okay. Anyone else?
Or do things with consciousness.
Yeah, do things with the right consciousness. Chanting is required to set your consciousness. Well, that I need to even study for the pleasure of Krishna. At the same time, you do the activity. You cannot miss it. There's one more answer here somewhere. Yes. You can't be involved in spiritual activities if you cannot sustain yourself. And for if you wonder how do you sustain yourself? Money. Okay. How do you get money? Job. How do you get a job? You have a degree. How do you get a degree? When you study in school. So you can't avoid studying completely. Okay? And that is what Krishna is going to tell Arjuna. So Arjuna's question is what? Arjuna is saying very clearly, should I sit down and relax or should I work? अब क्या करूं? Confuse हो. Because somehow मुझे spirituality में बहुत interest आ रहा है, especially स्थित प्रज्ञा. It's so nice. Such amazing section. स्थित प्रज्ञा सुन के जो है क्या मन करता है इसी में लग जाए. बस युद्ध करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है. There is no need to. So this is what gives birth to the third chapter. This question of Arjuna: should I act or should I sit and meditate and become a Sthita Prajna? Because that concept of Sthita Prajna is amazing. And that is something which Arjuna really loved. Okay. So then what does Krishna do? Krishna tells Arjuna, bet, samjhata hu tere ko. I will tell you. So Krishna tells Arjuna that how in this world you are created. First of all, he tells the nature of a soul. The nature of soul is to be active. Yes. A soul cannot be inactive. A soul has to be active. Yes. Now let me ask the kids. बच्चों को बोलता हूँ, आपको एक जगह पे you are told 1 hour sit in one place, finger on the lips. How do you feel? Yes, Samaya? What? Nahi. How do you feel? She's practicing the art of sitting in quietly in one place. हो पाएगा आपसे? नहीं. She's very confident. नहीं हो पाएगा. बिल्कुल नहीं, प्रभु जी. What about others? Would you like to help her out? Sit quiet in one place. Chup chap, shanti shanti, for 1 hour. No? Why not? Yeah.
It's very boring.
It's very boring. Okay. What else?
It's not the nature.
It is not our nature. It's not just their nature. It's nobody's nature. We Atmas, we souls are made in such a way we are very active beings. We are completely full of action. So that is how we are made. We are made as active beings. Active रहना, कुछ करना है, to do some activity. And if we are in this material world, we will do some karma. Then Arjuna asks a question, Krishna, अगर वैसे भी कोई चुप बैठ गया तो what if that fellow shuts off his eyes, his ears, his nose, his mouth, everything is shut off and बैठ गया, अब बताओ, now what? Krishna says very clearly that even if you do that, there is one person you cannot shut. What is that? Your mind. Yes. Karmendriyani samyamya ya aste manasa smaran. Indriyartan vimudatma mithyacharischa uchyate. You become a mithyachari. You want to become brahmachari, but you will end up becoming mithyachari because your mind will continuously talk nonsense. Once I heard a story of a Baba, and this Baba is Mauni Baba. ये बाबाजी महाराज है. ये बाबाजी महाराज ने पिछले 20 साल से एक शब्द भी नहीं बोला है. ये शिष्य will tell, this बाबाजी महाराज will tell. ये बाबाजी महाराज जो भी इच्छा है ये बोर्ड पे लिख के व्यक्त करते हैं. चाय पिलाओ, बीड़ी पिलाओ. He writes on the board. He writes it on the board and his shishya will execute. Is this Mauni Baba? No. So mind is working. इधर तो chalk is also working. Chalk and board पे लिखता है वो, मेरे को चाय चाहिए, मेरे को कोको कोला चाहिए, कोक चाहिए. It is working. Yes. His fingers are moving and he's expressing. So similarly with the help of mind we express. So although your senses are shut down, your mind will behave in a nonsensical manner. वो होता ही है. And it's all the more when the senses are shut down. खास करके एकादशी के दिन पता है हम लोग क्या करते हैं? मुझे पता नहीं आप लोगों ने क्या किया. I don't know what you have done. But normally what happens on Ekadashi? We fast. Yes. We don't eat grains. Grains means no dosa. Dal kyun? No pizza. No dosa. No idlis. No parathas. No biryani. नहीं बाबा, वो तो नहीं हो सकता. And especially on Ekadashi, जिस दिन we are fasting from all our items, उसी दिन जो है हमारे लाइफ के जितने भी टेस्टी आइटम्स खाए सारे याद आने लगते हैं इन द सीक्वेंशियल ऑर्डर. भूल भी जा, हम लोग तो भूल गए थे इसको आइटम को. वी हैड जस्ट कंप्लीटली फॉरगॉटन. बट ऑन द डे ऑफ एकादशी, बिकॉज यू आर फास्टिंग, स्पेशली बिकॉज यू आर फास्टिंग, वी टेंड टू रिमेंबर ऑल द फेवरेट आइटम्स. आज जी वड़ा सांभर खाने का मन कर रहा है. एंड लाइक एकादशी चुप चुप. एंड वंस अगेन, अरे वाह यार, पनीर पसंदा खा के काफी टाइम हो गया. पनीर पसंदा चुप फाइट. छोले भटूरे, no, no, not at all. So when you fast from something, that is the time you are reminded of it more. So especially when the senses are shut off from nonsense, the mind is going to be very, very naughty and mischievous. That's what Krishna says, and that will become very difficult for you. So directly shutting off the senses will make you go completely bizarre. And one more point, as Ritisha made the point, that even for your maintenance you have to work. This is Krishna's point. 8th sloka. Sharira yatra pichate karyam karoti. At least to maintain your body you need to work. You have to work to maintain your body. So if you avoid karma, you may avoid karma. Karma means working. You may avoid karma, which is means to work, but still your mind will work, and thus it will create karma. Karma is created by 3 things. Karma is created by body, karma is created by speech, and karma is created by mind. We call it BMW karma. B for body, M for mind, W for words. So our BMW keeps creating karma. Right? Once there was a sannyas ceremony, and said in ISKCON, when you take sannyas, you get a BMW. And everyone was like, ISKCON वाले BMW देते थे sannyas लेने के बाद. क्या बात है, कितना अच्छा है ISKCON, जरा देखते जाके BMW. So you get a sannyas danda. It's a stick. That sannyas danda contains 3 rods attached to 1 rod. So the 3 rods represent what? I offer my body, mind and words to Krishna. Kayena vacha manasendriyava buddhyatmanava prakrite swabhava karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayanayeti samarpayami. So this is the BMW that we offer to Krishna. That's the BMW, the body, mind, and words. But in other case, we do karma with body, mind, and words. So if you shut off your body, you shut off your speech, your mind will still work. Then what do I do, Krishna? I can't avoid karma altogether. I'm not able to avoid karma. Kya kare? Krishna says, very good. I will give you. What is the problem with karma? He says, if I do any activity, I will get bad karma. Or I may get good karma. Good karma होगा तो किधर जाएंगे? Swarg, heavens. You do bad karma, where do you go? Hell. But in any case, whether you go to heaven or hell, you're within this material world. Heaven जाके क्या होता है? Many people have complete misconception कि क्या हो गया? हमारा जो है नाना जी का स्वर्गवास हो गया. So they think permanently उधर रहेंगे. Swargwas, you got a permanent residence in heaven. No, it's a temporary apartment in heavens. I mean, package जो है holiday package बताता हूँ आपको. मिनिमम पैकेज जो है कर्म के अनुसार, मतलब उधर जाने के लिए बहुत पैसा चाहिए. मतलब यू वांट टू टेक अ फ्लैट इन फॉरेस्ट काउंटी, यू कैन से 10 लाख में आ जाएगा. 10 लाख क्या क्या है, क्या क्या 10 लाख में कुछ नहीं. कम से कम हाँ 1 करोड़ 2 करोड़ 2 crores is one flat minimum, right? हाँ, तो बंदा आएगा 10 लाख फ्लैट दिला. पॉसिबल? नो, यू नीड लॉट्स ऑफ गुड कर्मा. सो वहां जाने के लिए लॉट्स ऑफ गुड कर्मा. 10 लाख बोलेगे तो उधर जाएंगे. शो यू द डोर, प्लीज आउट, गेट आउट. यहाँ से 2 करोड़ रुपए कम से कम रहेंगे तभी आना फॉरेस्ट काउंटी में, वरना नहीं. करेक्ट. सो सिमिलरली टू गो टू हेवंस आल्सो यू नीड लॉट ऑफ गुड कर्मा. देयर इज अ थ्रेशोल्ड. तो अगर मिनिमम थ्रेशोल्ड से यू गो 10,000 years ओनली, दैट इज अ मिनिमम पैकेज. वहां से शुरुआत होती है. एंड मैक्सिमम यू कैन लिव फॉर 71 साइकिल्स ऑफ सत्य, त्रेता, द्वापर, कली. अभी कलयुग चल रहा है, इसके बाद सत्य आएगा, त्रेता, द्वापर, कली. सो दिस 4 साइकिल्स का 71 साइकिल्स, दैट्स अ मैक्सिमम पैकेज. उसके बियॉन्ड इंद्र का भी नहीं है. दैट इज मैक्सिमम. सो मिनिमम इज 10,000 years, मैक्सिमम इज 71. लेकिन उसके बाद शीने पुण्य मर्त्य लोकम विशंति, लात मार के बाहर निकालेगी. नॉट जस्ट लाइक दैट, दे किक यू. टप करके गिरता है व्यक्ति. सिमिलरली हेलिश का पैकेज मत पूछो, उसका वेरिएबल है. यस, उसका काफी एवरीथिंग इज अवेलेबल. यमराज इज समहाउ वेरी मर्सीफुल. उधर ज्यादा एफर्ट लगता है. स्वर्ग के विमान सब खाली है, ज्यादा कोई नहीं जा रहा. इट नीचे जहां पे ज्यादा एफर्ट लगाते हैं, राइट? सो देयर द पैकेज इज different. But the point is, anyway you end up wasting time. Suffering in hell or enjoying in heaven, both are suffering in oneself.
What's the best?
Coming to it. So that is when Arjuna's question was that if I do any activity, I either go to heaven or hell. मेरे को ये heaven और hell नहीं चाहिए. I want to do something which takes you beyond heaven and hell. So that is when Krishna says, यज्ञार्थत कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धन sayatra karma kaunteya mukta sangasamacharam. You convert your karma into yajna. That is the 9th sloka. Make your karma into yajna, which means how to make your karma into yajna? You can make your karma into yajna by offering the results to Vishnu. Yajna artat. Convert it. You're offering some portion of your time to Krishna, your time is purified. It is yajna. You're offering the food stuff to Krishna, that's a yajna. Yajna shishthashina santa muchante sarva kilbishai bhunjiti tu agham papam ye pachanti atmakarana. Krishna says very clearly, if we are not offering foodstuffs to Krishna and accepting it, we become a thief and we eat only sin. जो प्रसाद नहीं खाते हैं वो पाप खाते हैं. Very clear. So we offer everything to Krishna and eat, that becomes yajna. Our eating becomes yajna. Your time becomes yajna. Yes, you work, you offer a portion of your salary in Krishna's service, your work becomes yajna. That's how it becomes yajna. So that is the only way, but performance of yajna, that you can escape karma. That's what Krishna says. So then Krishna briefly explains this yajna ka cycle also. Yajna ka cycle bhi explain karte hain. So Lord says, what are all the different requirements of human society? If a human society should exist, क्या क्या चाहिए? Huh? Food, very good. Air, very good, to breathe air. Then water, very good, rains. कपड़े ठीक है. shelter, घर चाहिए, okay, or sun, we don't need the sun. So all these are under whom? All these elements. The sun is under Surya Dev. The rains, drinking water, it's under Indra. The wind is under Pavan Dev. Clothes and shelter that you said under Bhumi Devi. Yes, water bodies under Varuna Dev. So like this, we are dependent on different devatas for our existence and survival. Similarly, the devatas also depend on human beings. The devatas depend on human beings in the form of yajna. So when we do yajna, the demigods get their food. They don't उनका ये, hey इंद्रा क्या जोमेटो से पिज्जा ऑर्डर करूँ क्या? भेजता हूँ आपको. Oh come on, डंजो कर दिया इंद्रा on the way. GPS में बोल लिखो इंद्रलोक, and that guy will be like, and some offer is there in pizza. 30 मिनट में नहीं आया तो फ्री. डोमिनोज का है, ठीक है, तो डोमिनोज इधर मार खाएगा हमेशा. इंद्र तक पहुंच ही नहीं पाएगा वो. 30 मिनट क्या, 30 साल क्या, 300 साल में भी नहीं पहुंचेगा. That guy will be totally flabbergasted. कैसे जाएंगे उधर? So they cannot eat all this stuff. The demigods only eat a special offering which is called as Havishya Anna. What is it called? So Havishya Anna is rice with molten ghee offered in yajna. So rice mixed with molten ghee offered in yajna is called Havishya Anna. So that is a food of the demigods. तो यहाँ यज्ञ होता है, वहां उनको खाना मिलता है. वहां उनको खाना मिलता है, they give all resources. And again with the resources you do yajna, again उनको खाना मिलता है. So this is a system.
Yes. Amrut. So
Yes.
One drop of Amrut, they don't have hunger for a lot of time. Why
They don't have thirst. खाना तो चाहिए. अमृत जो है, see they stay on moon. करेक्ट ना? तो टाइम फ्रेम कैसा होता है, वो 1 महीने में अमृत पीते हैं एक बार. 1 month. So 1 month में मून पूरा फुल होके आउट होके फिर से फुल हो जाता है. सन्स रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज टू टेक वाटर फ्रॉम ऑल द ओशन एंड फिल अप द अमृत अगेन. सो अमृत भरता है वो. व्हेन इट इज द वैक्सिंग ऑफ द मून, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग? अमृत भरना. द वैनिंग होता है तो अमृत पीते हैं 2 लोग, देवता और पितृ दोनों पीते हैं. दैट इज द ड्रिंक्स. बट वंस इन 6 months श्राद्ध करते हैं ना, वंस इन 1 year, वो एक बार खाते हैं खाना. तो उसी प्रकार से डेमिगॉड्स आल्सो ईट वंस अ ईयर. फॉर देम वंस अ ईयर मींस फॉर देम इट्स वंस अ डे. हमारा 1 साल, उनका 1 दिन होता है. That's the calculation. So eating is once a day for them, and drinking is probably every calculate कर लो आप लोग every hour. 12 महीने हैं. So 12 महीने is the 24 hours. So 12 महीने अगर उनका 24 hours है, तो उनका हमारा जो 1 महीना उनका कितना हो गया? 2 hours. 2 घंटे ना. So 2 घंटे में एक बार they drink some rest. They keep drinking every month. So every 2 hours they drink. That's their beverage. But खाना भी चाहिए उनको. Once a year they have to eat. Once a day. अपना year, उनका day. So this is a calculation. Right? तो इस तरीके से वो लोग खाते. So we need to understand that this kind of system should prevail. Yajna means their food. तो इस तरीके से. So similarly our food becomes a yajna. Then we don't eat sin. So Bhagwan Shri Krishna gives a very beautiful way that you make your karma into yajna. Karma into yajna. So then Lord Krishna explains, so this entire process is called Sakam Karma Yoga. What is it called? This cycle that I explained? Sakam Karma Yoga. Because why Sakam Karma Yoga? What is the meaning of Sakam? Sakam means to have desires to enjoy. That's called Sakam Karma Yoga. That means desire है. हम क्या यज्ञ करेंगे, हमें भी अच्छा फल मिलेगा. हमें अच्छा फल मिलेगा, हम और बढ़िया यज्ञ करेंगे. Then again we have lot of yajna, lot of fal. Again yajna, fal, like that we keep enjoying. So this is called Sakam Karma Yoga. Then Lord Krishna explains there that best is we do our duties without expecting result. That is Nishkam Karma Yoga. That is always better than Sakam Karma Yoga. When you do Sakam Karma Yoga, there is still a fruitive mentality there to enjoy. हमें enjoy करना है. Then Krishna explains Nishkam Karma Yoga is better than Sakam Karma Yoga. Why? Because that is a very good platform in which the Nishkam Karma Yoga, when you work without fruits, that is a platform where you develop the knowledge of soul. उसके बिना knowledge नहीं आता.
Yes. How do you choose the work? If you're not expecting anything.
4th chapter. Next chapter your result is there. Very good. You are progressing. Because Arjuna also gets such questions. So work decide कैसे करेंगे? ठीक है, fruit नहीं चाहिए वो चाहिए. So fourth chapter explains about your question. So his question was, how does a person adopt one's work? Okay, little hint Bhagwan gives here. Thoda hint. It's elaborated more in the fourth chapter. So here the hint that God gives is that you choose how to choose your work. Krishna says actually it's your work that chooses you. Everyone has a particular nature. Yes, everyone has a particular nature, and the respective nature that you're in, you choose your work. This is that. Okay. So what are all the different natures available? तो यहाँ पे देखेंगे तो नेचर मतलब सत्वगुण, रजोगुण, तमोगुण. These three are natures. So सत्वगुण. Now if you see those who are in सत्वगुण, they will like brahmanical activities. Means आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है? Oh, I love to teach. Some of them say, I love to teach. Teacher बनना, professor बनना. They like. This is brahmanical activity, sattva-gun, nature. Again, sattva-gun nature, one more is research field. Every firm has R&D field, research and development wing. So they all do research and development. That is again the brahmanical wing. So this is something again which people have this nature. Now, in also you will find a counseling group. These kind of people who are good at counseling, they offer guidance. I'm precisely talking about guidance, more of guidance. Mentoring, exactly. Mentoring, counseling, guiding, giving care. So this is the Brahmin. So some people have that nature. They like to do that. Yeah, yes, like that. So we find these natures here also. Then comes the leadership. That is Kshatriya wing. That's the leadership. They like to do public welfare. They like to do protection. Some people want to go into defense. I know particular college in that you go to that college, everyone say क्या करना है? They say we want to army join करना है, navy join करना है, air force join करना है. Other than these three things, they don't have any other reason. उनको होता ही है वो. And all of these people get admitted into that particular college. And their goal is what? हमें degree प्राप्त करनी है, उसी के साथ we will enter into armed forces. So some people have that nature, so they choose that particular work. The nature chooses because it is nature. Some of them, there was one. Just I was talking to one of the students this morning. And this student was telling that Prabhuji, क्या बताऊं, I'm stuck in this job which I'm doing of 12 to 9. मैं कब अपना कुछ करूंगा? That means what for him business is very natural. He wants to do some business. उसको वही करना. He's always is after that. I'm not happy here, Prabhuji. मैं किसी और के लिए क्यों काम करूं? He's not able to digest it. मैं अपने लिए कुछ करूंगा ना. So his nature is what? To do business. And I have some friends who have had about 10 years of corporate experience. Uske baad, they have gone, taken a piece of land and settled down with organic farming. That's what they want to do. That is also again Vaishya Vritti, Krishi. And there are some of my brahmachari friends, I don't know, grihastha nahi hai utne, brahmacharis hai, they simply want to be with cows. उनको गायों के साथ ही रहना है बस. They love cows, they want to serve cows, be with cows, drink cow milk and make cow products. That's it. That's all they want to do. Be with the cows, live with the cows, die with the cows. So there are people with that nature. Correct? And there are others. The rest matlab who want to take salary. So ऐसा कहा जाता है, who you work for someone else, your salary, that is the job of Shudra. Yes, so that is the Shudra's job. So like that. So everybody has that particular nature. So basis on nature, you choose your work. But when you expect the fruits from the work, that becomes Sakam Karma Yoga. On the other hand, the best way to practice this Nishkam Karma Yoga is taught by Krishna, that you offer the result to Krishna. Of course, Nishkam Karma Yoga means you don't enjoy the result. भले आप किसी और को दे दो. But what is the best form of Nishkam Karma Yoga? What is the best form? To offer it to Krishna. Result को कृष्ण को offer करो. उससे बढ़िया निष्काम कर्म योग नहीं होता. Okay, this is a midway. We are in the midway. Very quickly, can somebody summarize अब तक क्या हुआ है? Fast. कुछ तो बोलिए. Say something. Anybody? Okay, जो भी याद आया. Sequence में नहीं चलेंगे. जो याद है बता दो जल्दी. Yeah? Oh yeah, very good. That was the starting point. Arjuna's question was the beginning point. What did Arjuna ask question in the beginning?
take action or we have to be still?
Very good. Should we just be silent? Because according to him, स्थित प्रज्ञ means कुछ काम नहीं करना चाहिए, काम धंधा नहीं करना चाहिए, तभी स्थित प्रज्ञ बन सकता है. That was Arjuna's version, his thought. So he was asking, should I just keep quiet and be this sthita prajna, or should I work? And what is the answer of Krishna? As Mataji rightly said, that the nature of the soul is to be active. Very good. What else did Krishna say? 2 more points.
However, if you try to shut off your senses, you won't be able to, because your mind will.
Very good. So that was the second point that Krishna said. That even if you shut off all your senses, your mind will still be active. Very good. And what was the third point? Third point she had told. Yes. उससे पहले थोड़ा पहले. Your point. Exactly. You need to maintain your body at least. No? So what are 3 reasons Krishna has given karma is important? Pehla, soul is active.
So is active, mind.
Yes, even if you shut off senses, the mind will work. So you cannot avoid karma. And number 3, for day-to-day activities, for welfare and maintenance of our body, we need to work. Okay. Then now, okay, anyway, काम करना. Arjuna is like, ठीक है, I have to do karma. It's very clear. Then how do I avoid the reaction? Because karma means 3 things. Number 1, karma means activity. Action is called karma. Karma has another meaning, which means your responsibilities and duties. That is also karma. Karm karo, bolte hai na log. And third meaning of karma is the result which is offered by the material nature. जो material nature आपको result देती है, that is also called karma. तुम्हें karma लग गया. That's pure karma. People say that's karma. So that is also result. That is also karma. Action is karma. Responsibility is karma. And the result is also karma. All 3 are called karma. So Arjuna is saying, I want to do karma, but I don't want karma. Which means I want to do activity, but I don't want result. वो कैसे होगा? When you perform yajna. When you offer your duties to Krishna. Yajna. Yes, BMW. Very nice. Body, mind and words in Krishna's service when you do that. So the karma has 2 parts. One is sakam karma, where you enjoy the results, and nishkam karma, where you offer the results to somebody else. But what is the best way? Offer the result to Krishna. Yahan tak clear hai? Okay. So this was explained by Krishna very wonderfully. So when Krishna explains about this, he clearly warns Arjuna. Arjun, मुझे पता है तुम क्या सोच रहे हो. I am very, very clear what you're thinking. So Arjuna was trying to think something. He was trying to think in his mind कि ये fighting भी कर्म है और सन्यासी बनके डोर टू डोर भीख मांगना और अपना जीवन चलाना ये भी तो कर्म ही हुआ ना. So मुझे वो कर्म ज्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है, because that's what Arjuna wanted to do. He wanted to somehow flee the war and go and become a mendicant, sadhu. Bhavati bhiksham dehi, bhavati bhiksham dehi, bhavati bhiksham dehi. 3 times I'll beg, and then somebody will come and give the grains. And suppose 3 times no grains, next house. Udhar bhi 3 times nahi, तीसरा. Udhar bhi nahi, fasting. Eat nothing. So 3 times you can call in 3 different houses, and that's how you do your bhajan and live. Arjuna was thinking of doing that. Krishna said, सोचना भी मत. Don't even think about it. तुम नहीं कर पाओगे. Because your nature is of Kshatriya. You will 3 times beg, Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi, Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi, Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi. कैसे गृहस्थ धर्म नहीं करोगे? You will pull out your sword and kill that person. और शाप दे दोगे उसको. मैं शाप देता हूं तुमको. तुम भी तड़प तड़प के मर जाओगे. जाओ. He will not be able to handle that tolerance, because your nature is of a Kshatriya. No? So if a Kshatriya is doing the job of Brahmana, very dangerous. And even Brahmana is doing the job of Kshatriya is also very dangerous. Imagine a Brahmana becomes a king. And Brahmana by nature is forgiving. The सम्राट, इसने अपराध किया, सम्राट क्या करे इसको? मंत्रिमंडल से इसको फांसी देना चाहिए. नहीं, इसको क्षमा कर देते हैं. So he will forgive the criminals. And when the criminals get forgiven, they get more confidence. Yes, हम और बदमाशी करके आएंगे. क्योंकि ये ब्राह्मण हमको माफ करता रहेगा. So he'll keep forgiving us. So everybody will sit on their head and there will be a lot of criminalism. Correct? So both are not good. Not at all. Exactly. The previous karma. So the moment you're born, everyone is born with a particular nature. You're right. So it comes at the time of birth, it gets activated. But it has come with you much before that. It's coming from the previous life only. जिस तरीके से we have had our desires, With those desires, the nature is formed. So we all have our particular nature. हम सबके पास अपना nature है. Correct? We have our nature. Yes.
Our nature changes with experiences, our tendencies and preferences change as
Your likings, your interest, your taste will change, but your nature more or less will not change. Yes, you're right.
there's no fixed nature. Oftentimes,
There is.
by our upbringing, by our privilege or absence of privilege. So there has to be a line where we decide how much to let our inherent nature.
Okay. So I'll explain what is spoken by nature. Nature is over here very particularly spoken by the mode you are prevalent in. And that is more or less fixed for life. Yes, you'll imbibe good values. Yes, you will be evolved in your thought process. Your knowledge develops, your intelligence develops, your behavior, your attitude changes, but your nature doesn't change. Now, throughout the entire life, Yudhishthir Maharaj followed a particular nature only. He was of a very passive nature. And throughout whole life, Bhima had a particular nature, an aggressive nature. वो change हुआ कभी? Do we ever hear Bhima शांत स्वभाव के हो गया? He became very calm, cool and collected. No. And Arjuna maintained that balance. So nature will not change. Behavior will change.
Vishwamitra and Parshurama changed. One was born in Raj, but the nature was.
Parshuram was born in Brahman family, but his nature was Kshatriya. His training was also Brahmanical, but Kshatriya was his nature. Vishwamitra was born as Gadi Sutta, as a Kshatriya, but by nature he becomes a Brahmana. Correct. They are coming in the same family only. एक ही फैमिली उनका वो इंटरचेंज हो गया था कि दादी को नेचर नहीं चाहिए था उनका तो शी टोल्ड मी चेंज करो नेक्स्ट सो इट वेंट टू द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन दे कम इन द सेम lineage actually you had a question yes
Maybe, I think that's the wisdom we get. That's just the wisdom we get.
experience will definitely enable you yeah nature will more or less save the change so nature has to be engaged in Krishna's service that's how you purify your nature you got it right so we'll learn more about this in the 4th chapter how to purify natures so last May Krishna says that if you engage in another man's work that is sinful what does he say can somebody repeat किसी और का काम किया तो what is that sinful as soon as Arjuna hears this word sinful ये पाप के बारे में सुनता है he gets a doubt because he hears this word पाप right पाप sins he gets a doubt मेरे को एक doubt आ गया कृष्ण he says अथ केन प्रयुक्तोयम पापश्चरति पुरुषः अनिच्छन्नपि वार्ष्णेय बलादिव नियोजित कृष्णा आपने पाप की बात की है यू स्पोकन अबाउट दिस पाप आई हैड अ क्वेश्चन अबाउट दिस पाप एंड माय क्वेश्चन इज टू यू दैट आई सी सम पीपल अत केन प्रयुक्तोयम पापश्चरति पुरुष व्हाट इज दैट फोर्स व्हिच impels a person to commit sinful activities अनिच्छन् अपि वार्ष्णेय he doesn't have desire but baladiva niyochita something very forcefully forces a person to engage in sinful activities so वो कैसा force है what is that force anybody having any kind of stories or experience about this कि किस प्रकार से पर्सन ये पाप है नहीं करना है लेकिन हो गया अरे पता नहीं कैसे किया आई डोंट नो हाउ इट हैपेंड इट जस्ट हैपेंड हाँ ओके
I don't want to say some things to someone, but still somehow it happened and we go and say that somebody else.
हाय हाय कंट्रोल निकल गया मुझे नहीं पता ना आई डिडंट वांट टू गॉसिप अबाउट समबडी बट वो जस्ट बात निकल गई है ना आई वाज लाइक ओ नो हो गया इट्स डन सो अनकंट्रोल्ड सो आउट ऑफ फोर्स ग्रेट नहीं बोलना नहीं बता दिया ओ माय गॉड एंड वी आर गॉन व्हाट एल्स एनीबॉडी एल्स
Sometimes the part of the duty you have to do something. the senior leadership role, you have to fire, you cannot perform. You don't want to do it, but you have to.
You're a corporate lawyer, right? Yes, I remember. Okay, so you have to fire an underperformer. Okay, so
I don't want to do it, but it's the force. I mean, it's my duty to do it.
oh, that is correct. That is not wrong.
I don't want to do it. I mean, it's not
Okay.
something that I like.
Now here is a line between intellect and emotions. We have to go take decisions by intellect. You have to consider emotions, but decisions should always be taken by intellect. Okay, that is something you can. That is your duty. You're supposed to do. In fact, you don't do it. Then you are overcome by emotions. Then that is
Yeah,
wrong.
but it's a conflict in the mind. Like,
Huh.
I'm not making the other. I'm making the other person really unhappy. That is the conflict.
क्या करे? Other person is going to be really devastated.
I
Unhappy.
understand that that person is probably going to do better in some other things.
Yes. Intention was not there, but somehow I did the same. वैसा बात होता है.
We laugh at others. Even it happens to us also. We
Ah.
laugh at others. We did not mean to, but oh,
Yeah. And we end up really offending that person. And we enjoy it. Actually, we relish it secretly. यार हम लोग हंस देते हैं यार, पर oh no, कितना बुरा लगेगा, अभी क्या सोचेंगे सामने वाले. I really don't know. So we end up performing that activity. You're right. होता है वैसा. So that is what Arjuna is referring to. Arjuna is referring to much more graver things. Yes.
They might not want to commit a crime, but they can have other families, they can.
Yeah. They are almost cornered by this word. Zalim दुनिया जो है corner कर देती है, and a person has no other means than to resort to foul means of earning livelihood and even sinning at that cost. Yes. Any examples from Shastra? Huh? कौन? अंगुलीमाल. हाँ. Tell. Valmiki, Angulimal. So these are all people who used to perform sins to serve the family, but they were in ignorance. उनको knowledge नहीं था. As soon as they got knowledge, they stopped. That was one thing. Yes. Anyone else has any examples? क्या अरे force में हो गया वो. Now, if I explain you the answer of Krishna, you'll have many examples. अभी सुनना है? So what does Krishna? What is that force? So now that is our shloka for today. Please open 3.37. 37. Third chapter, shloka number 37. This is our subject matter today for discussion. So what is that force which really impels a person, drives a person to commit sinful activities even if the person doesn't want to? The answer is given in 3.37. Ready? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kama Esha Krodha Esha Rajoguna Samudbhavaha Mahashano Mahapapma Vidyenam Mihavairinam. So Krishna says the answer to this question is Kama. It is lust. Kama Esha. It's lust only, Arjuna. Which leads to Krodha Esha. When lust is fulfilled, it leads to greed. When lust is not fulfilled, it leads to anger. Just like a child. We can see when the child has lust. Child, as soon as you take a child out, what is the experience? What does the child do? Huh?
want some polish.
हाँ कुछ ना कुछ तो चाहिए. वो चाहिए, वो चाहिए. नहीं मेरे को वो चाहिए, वो चाहिए. नहीं मेरे को वो वाला चाहिए. What do you want? बोलो. प्लानिंग चल रहा है. क्या मांगना है? आइसक्रीम. हाँ आइसक्रीम. आइसक्रीम के बाद आइसक्रीम वो भी चाहिए मेरे को. और क्या चाहिए? What else? बता दो. Help her out. She's cornered. चिप्स चाहिए. चलो चिप्स मिल गया. वो भी चाहिए. हाथ तो दो ही है. नहीं बैग में आप उठाओ. बैग में ले लो. घर जाके खाऊंगा. घर जाके खाऊंगी. Yes. So like that, the desires are limitless. And now you tell the child, कुछ नहीं मिलेगा अभी. अभी आइसक्रीम खा रही हो ना, चिप्स नहीं मिलेगा. What the child will do? पहले anger, क्रोध, पहले anger. क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहात्. सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रम. And in the fit of that anger, what will happen? Smriti vibrama. That means the child doesn't know I'm talking to my mother or father. चाओ मैं आपसे बात नहीं करूंगी, and all. I won't talk to you. I बात करेंगी, and completely that anger loses control. स्मृति विभ्रम. Forget what is the relationship. स्मृति भ्रंशात बुद्धि नाश. वो आइसक्रीम खा रही थी, वो लेके फेंक देते ड्रेस पे. आपका फेवरेट ड्रेस ना ये लो आपके लिए. तो आइसक्रीम भी गया. That is what? स्मृति विभ्रम. स्मृति भ्रमात बुद्धि नाशो. Buddhi is nashed. And buddhi nashat pranashyati. After the child does all these things, then the child will lie on the ground. करके उधर ही. I've seen this case so many times. And the mother has to literally cut a very sorry figure and pull the child. अभी उठ, तुमको नहीं उठा सकती बेटा. So pull the fellow, and the fellow is all the while beating on the floor and going. Of course, बड़े बच्चे थोड़ा differently behave करते हैं, लेकिन more or less the same thing. That's how we do. Right? We have seen this. When lust is not satisfied, what happens? Anger. Anger में चिल्लाता है. And anger, what happens? Smriti vibrama. We forget things around us. The child forgets, this is my mother, this is my father. सब भूल के अनाप शनाप बक दिया. उसके बाद स्मृति भ्रंशात बुद्धि नाश. I gave example of ice cream on the आपका favorite dress. ये लो ice cream. फेंक दिया. चीजें इधर उधर फेंक देना. Throw everything. And buddhi nashat pranashya. Then the person is crying completely and gone. Case. How many of you seen this? Some, I'm not saying your kids, but you have seen. देखा है. देखा, experience भी किया है. Very nice. किया भी, अनुभव भी किया. हमने भी किया है ऐसे सब चीजें. We have also done this. हाँ, रास्ते में बैठ जाता. We have seen that so many times. रास्ते में बैठ के उधर जाएंगे नहीं, उधर से पकड़े रहेंगे. On the other hand, lust gets satisfied. Then what? Then greed. वो बंद नहीं होता. आइसक्रीम के बाद चिप्स. चिप्स के बाद टेडी बेयर. कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स. ओके, कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स के बाद चॉकलेट के बाद gone. Okay, this is very interesting. Samaya's all secrets are getting revealed. तो इस तरीके से जो है, there is absolutely no stoppage. Greed leads to pride. Then अगर फ्रेंड्स के साथ कंपेयर, मुझे ये सब दिया, तुम्हें क्या मिला, तुम्हें कुछ नहीं मिला. Pride. And beyond the pride comes envy. अरे उसको इतना सब कुछ मिल गया. Comparison, jealousy, envy. So all the anarthas, now they're all anarthas, right? Pride, greed, envy, illusion, lust, anger. All these are anarthas. But what is the root cause? देखा? Lust. That's why Krishna says कामेश. एक चीज जान लो, कामेश. Why? Because if lust is there, automatically it leads to anger. Anger leads to illusion. Then again, lust is there. Lust when satisfied leads to greed. Greed leads to pride. Pride leads to envy. उधर भी आ गए. तो 6 अनर्था एक साथ आ गए. And what is the fuel? Lust. That's why Krishna says, Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava. It is very passionate thing. Lust is very passionate activity, which makes a person. So why people are acting in this entire material universe? Out of lust. Lust is that passionate drive which makes people act. So lust superficially means male-female attraction. That's a superficial understanding of lust. But lust means actually what? Lust means enjoying that which is prohibited. Now give examples of lust. The greatest symbol of lust is Ravana. Yes. He wanted to enjoy another man's wife. That which is enjoying that which is prohibited. That is lust. Any other example? Social media. Okay, social media increases one's lust. काम बढ़ जाता है ना? Correct. Social media increase. How? Can you help me?
Addiction to like Instagram.
उसे लस्ट कैसे बढ़ता है? उससे टाइम बर्बाद हो जाता है, बट लस्ट. यस.
all as jealousy, everything comes under.
Exactly.
People are traveling. Why not?
People are traveling so nicely. कितने खुश है वो लोग. Why am I not so happy? Oh, they have that particular type of designer dress. Designer dress. मेरे पास भी नहीं है. Come on, again, there is a competitive mood that develops. Very good. So that is social media.
It's a culture of overconsumption.
Yes. A culture of over abuse and over consumption social media. The पूरी तरह example.
A lot of concerts, they are always promoting trends, and it's a kind of a niche now. But if you're into fashion, it's not like that. Earlier, across decades, there was no new fashion movement. A trend would span a decade. Now, when it comes to social media, a trend barely lasts 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So there are people who are tagging in fashion, achieving these trends. So they will buy the clothes, and they're throwing them out. And then they buy more clothes. The quality of clothes is also decreasing. You're spending a lot more money, so you're wasting a lot of resources. And to cope up with this demand and to decrease the price of these clothes, a lot of people are being underpaid. So they're also paying the price. People in India, in Bangladesh, they're being underpaid. And more resources are wasted because people overconsume. They buy more clothes.
Yeah, you end up buying more clothes than you need. Yes, it's all because of influencers of social media. That is what lust ना again. क्यों क्या करना है मुझे एक वार्डरोब खरीदना है क्यों क्योंकि एक्स्ट्रा ड्रेसेस है क्यों पता नहीं. There is one business lady, business woman, I have not tell her name. She has about 6,250 shoes, different types. मतलब कितने साल में पहन के हो जाएगा? कम से कम 20 साल लगेंगे उसको एक एक शू पहनने के लिए. She has purchased so many shoes. Can you imagine the effect of influencers? कितना लस्ट बढ़ा सकते हैं? Yes. There is one gentleman, so-called gentleman, who has about 1,200 pairs of clothes. अभी रखने के लिए जगह नहीं है इतनी. He has so many. So this is like overconsumption, too much. Similarly with cars. So some people having so many, 12 cars, 15 cars, 20 cars. There's a rich couple. You all know whom I'm talking about. A very rich couple in Mumbai, South Bombay. They live in a house which has 172 rooms. And in their family, there are only 3 of them. फैमिली में 3 ही लोग हैं लेकिन उनका घर का साइज 172 रूम्स. आई एम डैम श्योर तीनों जो है पूरे घर के कोने कोने में कभी गए नहीं होंगे. They would have never gone to any of the rooms. They would be still there. So this is the kind of society we live in. So this is all promoting overconsumption. This is all lust. So the social media, very nice point. 1, 2, 3 तीनों ने मिलके अच्छे से डेवलप किया. That this really makes the society lusty. It makes it very lusty. Very good. Even the movies, they make the person lusty otherwise also. So many lusty scenes, violent scenes, they make a person very lusty. So the lust is always growing. Correct? So now the next question is, Krishna is very clearly saying here, Mahashano Mahapapma Vidyanam Ihavalinam. Please understand one thing. Understand one thing. That this lust is actually your enemy. There's no other enemy you have. The only enemy a person has is lust. इस enemy को जीत लिया, you can win over any enemy. This is the secret of Bhagavad Gita. You can conquer anybody if you conquer lust. Okay. So now very quickly we will move through the section. So this section gives, now what is the definition of lust? Is an enemy to do something, it drives you to do something which is prohibited. Okay, next. Ravana का example दिया हमने. And we saw the modern day Ravanas. और Ravana नहीं. Actually we are all becoming Ravanas because of Shurpanaka. Shurpanaka is their influencer. रावणा अपना बिंदास था. शूर्पणखा came. उसका नाक कट के आया था. So she came. Ravan, she told, there is a very very beautiful girl जो राम के पास है. I think she belongs to you. Then Ravana goes to Marich. He says मेरे को जाना है उधर. Marich बोला नाम क्या बोला? राम. अरे राम, अरे पागल हो गया क्या? Who is that enemy of yours who has come in the form of friend? कौन तेरा दुश्मन है जो दोस्त के रूप में आया है? And then he explains everything to Ravana. Ravana समझदार समझ जाता है. He understands and he goes back and Shurpanakha says, भाई तू गया नहीं अभी तक? Says, नहीं नहीं भाई, राम बहुत strong है, powerful है, नहीं छोड़ दो. And Shurpanakha then describes the beauty of Sita. She then becomes an influencer who takes verses after verses, chapter after chapter, describes Krishna's beauty. And then lust is injected, that lust is activated in Ram. And then he is like, मुझे सीता चाहिए. And Marich will say, भाई तेरा नाश हो जाएगा, परवाह नहीं, मुझे सीता चाहिए. सिर्फ तेरे पूरा कुल का नाश हो जाएगा, मुझे सीता चाहिए, तेरी सोने की लंका डूब जाएगी, मुझे सीता चाहिए. राम का गुस्सा कोई भी टॉलरेट नहीं कर पाएगा, लेकिन मुझे सीता चाहिए. He was not budging an inch. That means he had gone mad, he had gone berserk because of lust. Yes, and then he plotted a very foul plot. So वो राम को सीन से निकाला, abducted Sita in a very cowardly fashion and came. So this is how lust behaves. So now we understood lust means to enjoy that which is prohibited. All right. So now lust is having different levels also. There are 3 levels of lust. So levels of lust is explained in 38 sloka. Okay. So what is the level of lust? So Krishna explains 3 things. He gives the example of a womb. Yes. He gives an example of a womb which is covered by, the womb is covered by the embryo. Embryo is covered by the womb, sorry. Embryo is covered by the womb, number 1. The second example he gives is a smoke, dhumena vriyate varnir, a fire which is covered by smoke. And the third example he gives is a mirror which is covered by dust. What are 3 examples for lust? Yes. Yeah, embryo covered by the womb, very good. Fire covered by smoke, and third? Yes, a mirror covered by dust. Now let us analyze. Now, when there is fire which is covered by smoke, there is no form, you can't see the fire, but the function is there. Garmi, you will be able to experience the heat, but you cannot see the fire. So in this case, what is there? Form is not there, but function is there. But in case of mirror, what is there? In case of mirror, the form is there, but the function is not there because it's covered by dust, you cannot see yourself. And in case of embryo that's covered by womb, there is no form, there is no function. Dono nahi hai. So which is better? Which is best? The fire covered by smoke is the best. Why? Because the function is there. Form may not be there, but at least the function is there. So this is the best. So the lust in human beings is compared to fire covered by smoke. Because the function is there, but form is not there. All right. Then what is the next best? Mirror covered by dust. Why? Because form is there, all the function is not there, the form is there. So this is what? This is the animal bodies. The animal bodies have this level of lust. And third, no form, no function. These are all the trees and plants. The lust is so high, itna high lust hai, कि they have the complete misidentification. They are in very gross ignorance. So their lust is compared to this embryo covered by smoke. इस तरीके से 3 level of lust होते हैं, 1, 2, 3. Correct? Function is always better than form. Okay, very nice. Then what does Krishna explain? Then Krishna explains what does the lust do? Lust karta kya hai? Avritam jnanam etena jnanino nitya vairinah kama rupena kaunteya dushpurena analena cha. Lust performs 2 things. Lust covers your entire knowledge. And number 2, lust burns in the heart. Can I tell you a story? I know late हो गया है और section खत्म भी हो गया है. Can I tell story? बताऊं? पक्का? बुरा नहीं मानोगे ना आप लोग? So once there is a very, very intelligent disciple of Vyasdev. His name is Jaimini Rishi. So Jaimini Rishi is very, very intelligent, very smart, and he has done a lot of tapasya, a lot of studies of Vedas. And he comes to Vyasdev and says, Gurudev, I have today conquered lust by your mercy. And Vyasdev, he smiles. He says, Beta, zyada overconfidence acha nahi. He says, no, Gurudev, I have done a lot of tapasya. I have done so much of studies of Vedas and Shastras, and I have conquered over lust and attraction towards the opposite gender. Vyasdev says, it's not good to be proud, beta. I'm telling you, you have to become humble. He says, Nahi, Gurudev, I have conquered. Actually, I can feel it. I have no more lust. I have conquered it. Vyasdev says, all right, no problem. Chalega. तुम आश्रम का थोड़ा देखभाल करो. I'm going out somewhere. I'll come back. I'll come back in some years, some days, some years, whatever. I'll come back. So then Jaimini Rishi, he's there in the ashram. He's taking rest. Suddenly the clouds come. There is lightning, thundering, sab kuch, sound and heavy rain. And Jaimini Rishi is taking rest. Suddenly he hears a battering on the door. Tuck, 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 tuck. Jaimini Rishi says, who has come at this time? So he opens the door. He sees a lady completely drenched in rain, wet. She's shivering. And she says that I want a place to stay. I'm shelterless. Jaimini Rishi, I'm a perfect brahmachari. I don't get agitated with all these things. It's all right. I'll give you a place to stay, but you should stay in the outpost. Wait a minute, come here. You should stay in the outpost and lock the door from inside. Do you understand? Okay, I'll go. Wait a minute. You should not even open the door. If somebody knocks the door, also still don't open. Keep it bolted. She's saying, okay, I'll go. Wait a minute. You should not even open the door even if I tell you to open. मैं बोलूंगा तब भी open नहीं करना है. It's all right. Yes, अभी जाओ. Then Jaimini Rishi comes and takes rest. When he's taking rest, that form of the woman who had taken, you were drenched completely in rain, is unable to forget that. It's constantly haunting him. And suddenly he gets a thought that I think I should go and check out on her. देखना चाहिए कि वो ठीक है या नहीं. No, if she's okay, that's all. Nothing else. I'm just going to check out if she's okay. And he goes there, tuck, tuck, tuck. And there's no response. Tuck, 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 tuck. Absolutely no response. He gets worried. Tuck, 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 tuck. Then the woman says, kya hai? Who is there? He says, I am Jaimini Rishi. Are you okay? She says, I'm completely okay. Please go and take rest. He says, फिर तुमने देर क्यों लगाई दरवाजा खोलने में? I think something's wrong. Open the door. But you told me not to open. No, I am only telling you open the door. खोलो. And she says, no, I can't open the door. You please take rest. Tomorrow I'll open the door. He says, no, I want to see you right here, right now. Open the door. She says, no, please go away. Let's meet tomorrow. Tomorrow, कल की तो बात है, कुछ ही घंटों की बात है. He says, no, I want to see you. So Jaimini Rishi takes a ladder. He goes from the roof and jumps inside and sees the woman again. And this time he's gone. And he says, my dear lady, I've been a brahmachari whole life, but I've developed a desire to marry you. He says, marry me? I said, yes, please, let us get married. I would like to become a grihastha. He says, but are you really sure? I'm just an ordinary woman. You don't even know my background, etc. No, the only thing is you're so beautiful. That's all good enough. I'm willing to marry. She says, okay, I'll marry you, but there's a condition. He says, jo condition bologi karunga. The condition is you have to become Goda. Goda hai na, Goda? You have to on your knees and I'll sit on you and you have to take me through the entire village. And you have to keep chanting, I'm a very big fool. She said, whatever you tell, I will do. But I want to marry you. She said, okay, kal subah dekhte hain. The next day morning, Jaimini Rishi becomes Goda. He says, Aajao, upar. He says, I am a very big fool. I am a very good fool. मैं बहुत बड़ा मूर्ख हूँ. ऐसा करके roams everywhere around. And then finally, he gets up. He turns to the lady and asks, now, can I marry you? She said, yes, you can marry me. And he just goes and embraces the girl. And suddenly कुछ दाढ़ी इसको touch होता है. ये दाढ़ी क्या है? He opens it is, गुरुदेव आप! Vyasdev says, yes, मेरे प्रिय शिष्य, you conquered our lust? I said, sorry गुरुदेव. आप फॉर्म कब चेंज किए? मतलब पब्लिक के टाइम पे चेंज कर दिया. I didn't want to insult my शिष्य so much. And all were wondering, what is taking guru and going and telling I am a fool? कुछ dare होगा ये, something like that. And this is avritam jnanam etad. Lust covers the intelligence itself. And second thing is that lust burns in the heart. We could see Jaimini Rishi could not sleep. Neither did he allow that girl to sleep. Of course, that girl was Vyasdev only, who had changed the form and come to teach a very good lesson to his disciple. But the point is, such a great sage who had done so many tapasya, who had done so much of studies of scriptures, so much of chanting, still he got bewildered. That is the power of lust. Now next, very quickly, the 40th question. 40th verse, Krishna says, where are the strategic points of lust? The strategic points of lust are senses, mind, intelligence. मतलब पूरा system corrupt हो गया है. The senses, they go towards the wrong things. The mind thinks about the wrong things. The intelligence plans the wrong things. And thus everything is lusty. Finally, the last part, solution for this lust. So Krishna gives 3 solutions. Yes, the first solution he says is regulate the senses. Just like a fan has a regulator, you cannot directly go and control. जाके fan को बंद करो, चलो gets up and catches the fan. क्या हो जाएगा? कट जाएगा, पूरा सब कुछ हाथ कट जाएगा. कट गया मेरा. You go to regulator and regulate the senses. So number one, you want to conquer the lust. You have to beat down lust, destroy lust, regulate your senses. Number one. Regulating senses means engage senses in Krishna's service. That is regulation of senses. Second thing is understand the position of soul. Study the scriptures. Yes. Indriyani paranyahur indrebhyo paramam mana manasastu parabuddhi yo buddhe parasastu sa. Understand the soul is the highest translated position. Understand the position of soul. That way also you can conquer lust through intellect by studies of scriptures. This also we should do. And the third way to conquer lust, Krishna says, I'll teach you in the next chapter. मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, कृष्ण बोलते हैं. IIT, कितने लोग IIT कोचिंग गए हैं? कितने लोग के बच्चे गए हैं IIT कोचिंग? बच्चे जा रहे हैं IIT कोचिंग. So this Krishna teaches is TII. IIT means Indian Institute of Technology. Krishna says another technology I'll teach you. TII, Transcendently Inspired Intelligence. What is that? 4th chapter. So 4th chapter is dedicated chapter to beat down lust. Okay. So we'll quickly summarize today. What did we see? So initially we opened the chapter with Arjuna's question. Arjuna had a doubt. Should I act? Should I meditate? And Krishna says act because of 3 reasons. Nature is to be active. Mind will remain active no matter what. And third, to maintain you need to work. Then Krishna says, all right, how do I work? Work in the way that you perform yajna. All right, I will do yajna. So when you do a yajna, that is karma only in one sense. There are 2 types, sakama, nishkama. Sakama means you want to enjoy the result. Nishkama means you don't want to enjoy the result, and nishkama is better. But Krishna wants Arjuna that the duty, the work, the karma is produced out of one's nature. And don't do another man's nature, the work of another man's nature, that is sinful. Then Arjuna asks a question to Krishna, what makes a person sinful? Act sinfully, even helplessly. That is when he introduces the concept of lust. The lust makes a person sinful, that which is prohibited. Then he explains 3 levels of lust. What are the 3 examples? Embryo covered by womb, fire covered by smoke, and yes, form, function. That principle we learned. Fire covered by smoke means function is there, form is not there. Mirror covered by dust means form is there, function is not there. Embryo covered by womb means no function, no form. So humans, animals have more lust, trees have even more lust. Okay, this we understood. Then Krishna explains what? Then Krishna explains in the next verse, verse number 39, what does a lust do? It covers the soul. We saw the Jaimini Rishi story, and also burns in the heart. In 40th verse, Krishna explains the strategic position of lust. Where is lust situated? 3 जगह पे है. कहाँ पे? Mind, senses, and intelligence. हर जगह lust ने conquer किया है. Everywhere it is there. There's not a single place where lust is left out. That's why senses go in the wrong direction, mind thinks of wrong things, and intelligence plans for the wrong. And finally, how to destroy lust? 3 steps mentioned. First step, regulate senses. Second step, reading scriptures and understanding soul's position. Third step, TII, Transcendently Inspired Intelligence, which is mentioned in chapter number 4. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Thank you all very much. Okay, we'll conclude here. Hare Krishna. Heavy था? Dose chapter का heavy? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can you take the online questions?
Definitely. Go ahead. Ask. Thank you, Preeti Mataji.
Suraj Prabhuji has a question. Can we change our nature in spiritual world?
Oh, spiritual world, we have a fixed nature. That also will not change. We all have a particular nature. Okay?
Rajesh Prabhu has a question. If we all stop working, this world around comes to an end?
See, there is no, the Maya Devi knows perfectly how to make all of us work. So it is like asking everyone becomes a sadhu, what will happen? ऐसा कभी हो सकता है क्या? It is not possible. Everyone is, the nature chooses a particular person. So this situation is very hypothetical. If everyone stops working, still then there will be more living entities who will come and work and do the things happening. So it will always be a balance. ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. In fact, we are all active beings, ना? We all cannot stop working. It is like that only. So आपके ISKCON में सब ब्रह्मचारी बन गए तो, अरे कोशिश करो कितना मुश्किल है. It's not easy. Okay. Nice.
Again, Suraj Prabhu's question. What if a person by his pious activities goes to heaven for 10,000 years and misses the golden 10,000 years on the earth, which was predicted by?
That is very unfortunate. That's what is very unfortunate. So don't go to heaven. Wind it up in this lifetime. I have to close here. I really have to get back also. I have to take rest also. So we'll end here. Anup Prabhu, Priya Mataji will take your question next time. Okay? We'll definitely take. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhupada ki